This smoothie is amazing. So delicious. The cherries are super sweet. Normally I put mango in this smoothie, and actually it's been so long since I've made a smoothie because I'm off work today. Normally I get up for work at like 5:30 in the morning, so I don't have time to make a smoothie because I start work at 7, and by the time I've had a shower and everything, I normally have yogurt and fruit for breakfast. That means I have to get up at like 5:45, and it's just too noisy to make a smoothie that early, and I'm just rushing, so I have been having like soy yogurt with fruit. It's the first time I've made this smoothie with cherries. It is super sweet. It is so delicious and so nice to make a smoothie. This is actually my last weekend in this apartment. I'm moving out next Friday. My lease is up. And I'm moving in with a friend for a while before I decide where I'm going next. I do have like a kind of vague idea of where I'm going, don't get me wrong, but decisions still need to be made, and yeah, I'm gonna make a kind of an update video on that later. But yeah, this smoothie is amazing. So today I'm going to be sprinting on the treadmill. I'm going to be working on speed, so that means 1 minute really fast. Normally my fastest is 18 kilometers per hour, but it does vary throughout the workout. I'll probably do about 10 kilometers today. I have been working out 4 to 5 times a week, mostly 5 times a week. And what I aim for are 2 weight and calisthenics kind of body weight training, and 3 days of treadmill sprinting. I always vary my sprints. I always vary the circuit and kind of sprinting circuit that I follow, so it's not the same program every single day. I don't have the same kind of set 1 minute on, 1 minute off, 1 minute on, 1 minute off of the same speeds, you know, the whole time. I don't like lift weights with my upper body, but I'm finding that working on squatting and lifting heavy is actually really helping with my sprints. Like, I've definitely noticed a huge difference. And if you want to check out the kind of workout that I'm talking about, I just posted one there back like 1 or 2 videos ago, and that basically kind of gives an example of what my weight training sessions look like. But running and cardio, they're my main strengths, they're my main sports, I guess. When I'm working on endurance, I kind of tend to try and go at a fast-ish pace for a longer amount of time, maybe 2 or 3 minutes. And I also like to include an incline. So I would do an incline of 3% at 14 kilometers an hour for 2 minutes, and then, you know, back to 11 kilometers an hour for a minute. And I already know what my post-workout is going to be. It's going to be a liter of bonsai milk. If you don't know what bonsai milk is, I don't know if it's available anywhere else other than Australia. I know it's made in Japan. I literally drink a liter of it every post-workout, and it is amazing because I have such bad stomach problems, and I really do struggle getting in enough calories, especially after a run. I mean, I run for an hour, I burn about 700 calories, and then I'm cycling to and from the gym, which is it's a pretty intense cycle. So I really do need like something that's easily digestible with a lot of calories in it, and it also has like quite a lot of carbohydrates and a lot of protein in it as well. So bonsai has literally saved my life. So this is what bonsai looks like. This is the carton, an empty carton, when I took down a liter the last time. I've never really liked drinking milk, but this milk I can drink it. My pre-workout will be a 3-shot coffee, and this is just something that I have before every single run. It's not that I can't run without coffee, but it just makes it so much more, I don't know, it just makes it so much more fun. Drinking coffee before a workout, I would compare it to having pre-drinks before going to a club, you know? You can still have fun going to the club. No, actually, can you really have fun going to a club without having drinks before? no, you can't really. You can still physically go to the club, but it's not going to be as much fun as if you've had loads to drink before that. So that's how coffee works for me. I can still do the run without the coffee, but it's not going to be as fun. And I love the taste of coffee, and Melbourne has the best coffee in the world. So I'm going to head to Fitzroy to Industry Beans and grab my coffee, then go and do my sprints, drink my litre of soy milk, and I will see you at dinner. Hey guys, so I'm just back from the gym and I've microwaved some pumpkin. This is Jap pumpkin, I think. And I have not found this in Europe. I never had it in Europe. Only in Australia and Thailand, and I eat it all the time. So I'm just snacking on that while I have some white rice and veggies cooking in the rice cooker. I ended up doing 10.5 kilometers of sprints. Maybe if you want me to do more videos on the different types of intervals and kind of trainings that I do on the treadmill, just let me know and I will do some more of those, because I know that people get really bored on the treadmill. And everybody hates the treadmill, but I honestly, I have so much fun, and but I would be bored if I was just kind of running, you know, running 10 kilometers at like 12 kilometers an hour just for like 10 kilometers straight. That would really bore me. I really love sprint intervals. They're just my favorite thing to do ever. I've always been a runner. Oh yeah, and I forgot to say I did have a litre of bonsai milk as well straight after my workout. I do this because I just like to know that I'm getting all the calories back in that I've burned straight away. If not, I find that by the time I get home, I'm like narky, I'm like shaky, and I'm just like, I just want to like throw myself at all the food. Whereas I find that if I know that I have this like good like dense source of calories after my workout, I just enjoy my workout more. And I just feel like a normal person after my workout instead of feeling absolutely exhausted, because you know I know it's different for everybody, but on the treadmill calorie count, it says that after my runs, it says that I've burned like 750 calories, and it's always been like that on every single treadmill. And then I cycle, you know, a pretty intense cycle there and back. So yeah, I burn a lot of calories, and I personally like to make sure that I eat them all back so that I can do my exercise again the next day, especially with cardio and things like running. I don't like it when I lose strength because, you know, I haven't eaten my calories back, so that's just why I do it. Now guys, I know this does not look like the most appetizing thing in the world. It's pretty much one dry cup of rice and tons of like greens like spinach and bok choy, and yeah, it's super plain, but the thing is, when I'm running, all I want is rice, to be honest. I have been experimenting a little bit like the past few months with changing from high carb low fat to kind of adding in more fats and proteins, and each time it just doesn't work, and it doesn't work for my digestion mainly. There are two really important things for me when it comes to my diet, is that it has to agree with my stomach, and it has to, you know, help fuel me for running, cycling every day. I'm extremely active, and I find that whenever I add in like avocados and nuts and what else, like coconut and stuff, it's like it's yummy and everything, and it's good that like I'm able to eat that without having a problem with the fact that I'm eating fat. But it just makes me sluggish when I'm running. It affects my mood, and it also, it's like my digestion, it just doesn't, it like makes me bloated all the time and in pain. I just don't digest food as well, and like I always end up coming back to high carb low fat. Loads of rice, loads of white potato as well, loads of sweet potato. That being said, I'm eating a lot of tempeh and tofu and soy yogurt as well. I find them really helpful. They like obviously a great source of protein, so I definitely don't try and stay low protein. Like that's just ridiculous. You do need protein, especially when you're doing like sprints and weightlifting. I also take protein powder, but it's just like the overt fats that I have trouble digesting. I don't know, maybe it's because I need the large volume of food. Obviously when you're eating more fats, you don't eat as much because it's like heavier and keeps you full more. And it just doesn't work for me. I don't know, maybe it will sometime. I mean, obviously it doesn't mean that I like never eat avocado or nuts and seed, because I do occasionally, and obviously when I go out for dinner, I don't think about, you know, oh, this doesn't agree with my stomach, or nah, this doesn't like agree with my training plan. That's not what I'm like at all. When I go out for a meal out, like I just, you know, order what I want. But on a daily basis, you know, like me being a functioning person comes first to me, you know, so not whether I'm following any certain diet rules, whether I have to put in over fats just so that I'm not following high carb, low fat anymore, because a lot of people do find it restrictive. I know a lot of people have stopped high carb, low fat now. Like there's so many videos coming out from young girls saying they've stopped it, and that's fine. If they find something that works for them, that's really good. Like I'm not for or against any like way of eating as a vegan, but you know, this is just, I just go with what my body wants really, and I feel good after a big bowl of white rice and greens. I'll probably have some potato later. Just to say, on a side note, I can't eat brown rice. Like I would never be able to eat this quantity of brown rice. It would rip my insides apart. So I am eating again because I'm a bottomless pit. So here I just have sweet potato, which I microwaved. I think these are super hot. I'm not sure what these ones are called, but they're the ones that are kind of purpley browny on the outside and white on the inside. My favorite ones are the ones that are white on the outside and purple on the inside. But these ones are a close second. My last snack of the day